All right, we are on the road again. Where are we going today, guys?
The beach.
But are we going in the water today?
No.
No, we are going to research Bitcoin.
What's Bitcoin?
That's the question. We don't know, but we're going to find out, and we want to take you with us. Let's go.
Okay, so now we gotta find out who takes them. Who takes Bitcoins?
That's step one.
Okay, so are we looking for signs or something? Or can we
Yeah.
ask around or?
I think we should ask around.
Yeah, that might be easier. Although this is a nice box.
It is. But yeah, first we have to find out who accepts Bitcoin so we can find out where we're going to eat. And then we have to find out how to get Bitcoin, so we got to find the ATM.
Yeah.
And then we got to figure out how to spend Bitcoin and go eat. That's the fun part.
That's the plan. Yeah.
ATM apparently is like right around the corner, so we're gonna go check that out. But you can't spend Bitcoin anywhere here at El Tunco just yet. So for that, we're gonna have to go to El Zonte and figure that out.
You wanna go take a look at the...
Yeah, we're here. So this is El Tunco because that looks like a pig.
Upside down.
Upside down. Maybe you had too many Pilsner?
Back. Drunk. We're gonna go find the places at El Zonte where we can exchange. At least that's what they've told me, to exchange. There's an ATM. There's an ATM here. We should check it out, maybe.
All right, let's go check it out.
All right. telling me I want to buy Bitcoins, right? So it says buy, sell, redeem ticket, or back. So purchase. And then it's asking me to scan the wallet, but if I don't have a wallet, it says, I just click, I don't have a wallet. So now I'm going to scan this. And then, let's see what it takes me. Okay, so now it took me to install Bitcoin wallet. So that's what I'm going to do right now. It's an interesting process, but I assume it's just the first time. Okay, so I installed the wallet. Okay, so it scanned my code, and now it says that I can purchase. So let me try to purchase it, okay? Okay, so I put in $20. So let's see what happens now. Okay, so buy.
Yeah.
Bitcoins. And it says done. And now I have it here. But it did take, okay, so this is important. I put in 20, I bought $20 in Bitcoins. So what happened was, it reflects now that on my wallet I have $13.83. So I guess it pretty much took about $6 in commission.
Holy cow, that's more than 25%.
But now that's, I guess it's because I put it in here.
Uh-huh.
Let me see the charge if I withdraw.
Okay.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back in. Bitcoins. I'm gonna withdraw, I guess, and there.
Ah, it would take $3. It says cargo fijo.
Yeah, the other one said $5 for. How do I withdraw?
Well, don't withdraw it because now we need to spend it.
Okay, let's try to spend this $13.83 that we have here. That equals to just about, I don't even know how much. It's like very, very tiny amount of Bitcoins. It's like 0.37 it says.
0.00037.
37, that's what it is.
So we're back in the car. Carlos is trying to find out where in El Zonte we need to go.
And I'm gonna try to find a seashell that has the ocean.
We're gonna try to find seashells. We're gonna try to find lunch. We're gonna try to figure out how to use the $13 in Bitcoin that we got. So to recap what just happened, we came to El Tunco instead of El Zonte. El Tunco's in Zonte?
I thought so, but I guess I was wrong. But
they're different. But there was a Bitcoin machine here too, so we thought let's stop and let's use the Bitcoin machine, even though nowhere around here accepts Bitcoin yet. I'm sure they will be soon, but at this moment, not yet. So we went to the ATM. Carlos tried for.
well, here. The complicated part, I guess, is that there's many apps. There's kind of a confusion on what you have to download.
Yeah.
So before we came yesterday, I downloaded a few apps that are like the wallets, right? But then when I came here and I tried to scan one of them, it wouldn't recognize it. So I just clicked on a button on the ATM that said, by the way, really cool ATM. But when I clicked on it, I clicked on the button that said, I don't have a wallet. So it gave me a QR code to scan and sent me to this Bitcoin wallet. I downloaded it, and then I did the process that's really simple, which was just put the QR code from my wallet into the machine. It read it, He told me we're ready. How much you want to deposit? I deposited 20. It said that I was gonna get $5 deducted.
Okay.
I guess because it's a deposit. I don't know if it's because it's not going through a bank account. I guess the transactions between people are not gonna have any expense. The only thing is gonna be like purchasing. I guess they take a cut. I'm not sure of how that works. But
Like
then
most
when
ATMs, I guess.
yeah, with then depositing $20 right now, what I have in the wallet is $13.83.
That's like almost
equivalent.
30%.
No, I mean it's a big cut.
It is. It is. And there was an option to add money through just a bank account, right? But the minimum transfer amount was $50. And right now we're trying to figure this thing out, which I'm kind of glad, because if they took 30% of $50, we'd be in a lot more trouble than them taking 30% of 20. So right now we are headed to Zonte to try to figure this thing out, because Zonte is like the mecca of Bitcoin here in El Salvador right now. They've been using it for a couple years, so we're gonna have them help us and hopefully show us the way, because there was another family in the ATM here in Tunco that was trying to use the ATM as well, and we're having some issues.
Yeah, they hadn't figured it out yet. They were still like trying to do it through the wallet that I guess they downloaded. So
Yeah, they were really nice, but we were both like, we can't figure this out. I mean, well, Carlos figured it out. He got the money in there. So we have Bitcoin. That much is a success, but we have 0.003. It's like a pi code. 3.1478.
Bitcoin Beach. Okay. That's interesting. What's it say on this one?
Bitcoin comiendo vidas.
Okay. No, that's payphone. That's something else. Okay, so now.
Zonte! Alright.
Now. Bitcoin. Okay, so now we can see the signs. If this one says
I bet
Bitcoin.
that's the one with the line.
So he's from Bitcoin. Okay, so he was given an explanation. Maybe we want to talk to him. So what I'm going to try to do is buy Bitcoins through the bank account right now.
Okay. He's being taught. He's being taught how to get Bitcoin. Yeah?
I'm about to get hangry.
I feel you there. Yeah, you too? Mm-hmm. Here, let's stay from that electrical outlet.
She's the most hangriest. When it comes to hangry, she bites. Fierce little one.
It is warm. It is warm. The sun is not shining, it's overcast, but it is hot and humid today. But this nice dude is helping Carlos out so we can figure this out. It seems like there's a lot of different apps, a lot of different routes to use, but there's this really cool one here at Bitcoin Beach that's helping out the local community and the rest of life. So let's see if we can get a handle on this thing here. These guys really seem to know what they're talking about.
I'm going to purchase $10. I'm going to try to purchase $10.
Okay.
Aquí está mi país. I'm going to try to do it with my...
Is there more of a fee to do it this way or less of a fee?
I don't know, that's what we're trying to find out too. I can't do it now. It seems like it's not working. So I can't buy Bitcoins with my card right now. We're going to figure it out later.
Gracias.
So yeah, what I've learned is here in Zonte we can withdraw and not buy.
Okay. At Tunco you can buy but not pay?
You can buy, but I didn't know how to pay. We can't pay because they don't take it yet.
Okay.
And there's only 2 ATMs here and that one, so yeah. But now let's check on where we can eat.
Hey guys, so we are back home from our first Bitcoin adventure here in El Salvador. And I have some initial thoughts. I originally thought this was going to be much simpler than it really was. It was a little complicated, at least right now. I do want to point out that this is all very, very new, and we were just really excited to try this out. There are currently 2 Bitcoin machines in El Salvador, the first being at El Tunco beach. That machine lets you convert US dollars from cash into Bitcoins. It also lets you convert those Bitcoins back into US cash. Now this machine does have a fee to convert the currency. We tried $20 into the machine and it converted our 20 US dollars into 0.003 something Bitcoins, which equates to just over $13 in US cash. The other issue we had in Tunco was there was nowhere we could spend our Bitcoin. Not yet, at least. The other machine that there is in El Salvador is in El Zonte. El Zonte is known as Bitcoin Beach here in El Salvador. They've been doing this for a while now. But their machine will only convert Bitcoins that you already have back into US cash. There is not currently a way to use the machine to convert cash into Bitcoin. There was a really nice dude there helping us out, and he recommended a separate app that we could download, blockchain, that we could use to convert money from our bank account or from a credit card into Bitcoin. But there was a $50 minimum, so we haven't tried that one, not yet. They are also working on another app there at Bitcoin Beach called Bitcoin Beach, where it's used as a Bitcoin wallet, where you can spend or receive money for goods. And there are a few places in El Zonte already accepting Bitcoin. Now again, I do want to point out that this is all very new. It's been less than a week since El Salvador has started considering Bitcoin as a legal currency option, and I suspect that this will all become very streamlined pretty soon, and that most, if not all, locations will be accepting this. We're excited to try it out again and take you along with us for the journey. I hope you've enjoyed this journey. Let me know down below if there's any apps that we need to check out, any suggestions on how we could make this a little bit easier, or places that we need to try spending our Bitcoin at. And if you're Salvadorian, let us know if you've used this yet. How has it worked out for you? What are your experiences? So we are optimistic for what Bitcoin could mean for El Salvador. We are excited to have taken you along for the journey and look forward to taking you along with us on our next Bitcoin adventure. Thanks for watching, you guys. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and be sure to give us a big thumbs up if you enjoy this kind of content. Have an amazing day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.